Hello guys, good morning. Today is the continuation of our vlog from yesterday because I promised that I'm gonna show you if ever I'm going to prepare this cooking kit. I've never tried this one before, guys. It's also not a promotion or an ad. I'm not sponsored with this company. I just bought it myself with my own money. So anyways, I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna show you because maybe it's interesting. I've never tried, you know, from friends or someone who used this one. I've never tasted the results, so we'll see it today, how it turns out. Okay, so if you buy this one in the Asian market, you will have this package. The good thing about this one, guys, is although it was made in Thailand, you have like the translation at the back. So there's English, there's German, Dutch, French, Poland, and Italian. And this, I already read the all the instruction that was stated at the back of the packaging, and it looks very simple, and it also, it's just like a hot pot. You just mix everything what's in here and you gotta add the rest of the ingredients yourself. So it says here you can either add chicken or beef, so, or maybe you can also add fish. I don't know, it's not stated here, so maybe it's this flavor is best for beef or chicken. Yeah, and this is also good for 2 portions, so for 2 people. Yeah, genau. And the cooking time is around 10 minutes, so very quick. So aside from the protein, you're also going to add 100 grams of your favorite vegetable. So since I only have carrots and potatoes in the fridge, so I already cut it and I submerged them in water so they don't turn brown. And I have here my defrost chicken breast. So I'm not sure how many grams this is, but I'm guessing also around 250 grams. Okay, so what to expect inside the package is, I'm gonna get my, just gonna set this aside, this was for my rice. This Lobo coconut milk, 200 grams, it says there at the back, but you cannot really see it. There you go, coconut milk, 200, not grams, 200 ml. And we have our spices. That's really chili. I'm not sure what this whole herb is exactly, but that's how it looks like. And this one's your curry paste. All right. So it also says here is just heat a skillet and add 200 ml of coconut milk, which is this one, with the red curry paste. So this comes first. So you're gonna cook this and heat it, and once it comes to a boil, add the 200 grams of your sliced beef or chicken and stir fry until done. So, all right. Add 240 ml of water, bring to a boil. Add 200 grams of vegetable with 3-gram dried spices. Cook until tender. Serve with cooked rice. Tip: for tastier, creamier, and thicker curry, substitute water for coconut milk or milk. All right. So I'm gonna say it in German, so all the German people who's watching this. So, Zubereitung: eine Pfanne erhitzen und die Kokosmilch zusammen mit der roten Currypaste hinzufügen, 200 Gramm geschnittenes Rindfleisch oder Hähnchen hinzugeben und unterrühren, bis es gar ist. Ja, 240 ml Wasser hinzugeben und zum Kochen bringen, 100 Gramm Gemüse und die getrocknete Gewürze hinzugeben. Kochen, bis das Gemüse zart ist. Mit Beilage nach Wahl servieren. Tipp: um ein geschmackvolleres, cremigeres und dickflüssigeres Curry zu erhalten, einfach das Wasser durch Kokosmilch oder Milch ersetzen. Dankeschön. Da, okay. So, first and foremost, we're gonna prepare our rice. 2 cups of rice. I'm gonna wash this one. I wash it for 3 times until the water runs clear. So we washed our rice. So if you are not a rice professional, you don't know how to cook rice, the very important step that you should not skip is washing your rice. You should always wash rice. I've noticed that my husband skipped this part. Just put the water instead, directly. So don't skip washing your rice, please. So I have 2 cups of rice here. It depends what kind of rice you're cooking, but in this type of rice, you need, for 1 cup is around 1.5 cups of water. So since I have 2 cups, I'm gonna put 3 cups of cold water. So in the Philippines, guys, I grew up without a rice cooker. You know, I cook rice with just a normal, like, what you call this? What do you call this one? Like a pot, yeah. And we use our finger to just estimate how much water we gonna need. So we always use until here. So it doesn't matter how much cups, how many cups of rice you cook. Just put water and make sure that the water is around this level. You know. So that's the Filipino technique. But if you're not, you're not Asian, you have no knowledge of how to cook rice, so that's how easy it is. Just more or less, if you're not cooking like Thailand jasmine rice or basmati rice, you should just see at the back of the packaging, it says how you're gonna cook it. So that's how easy it is. Put the lid on, put this one on your rice cooker and turn it on. Doing. Kannst du mal bitte das auf Englisch? Nein. Warum? Ach so. Na dann. Langi and Chris, they're watching Beanie Maya, guys. The bee, which is named Maya. If I'm watching together with Langi, I usually let her watch it in English, but with Chris it's always in German. So yeah, that's the setup. Looks funny. Just mix it all together. Wow. Oh, that is not Beanie Maya, das ist ab. Oh oh.
Alles klar, Kleiner, bis morgen. Mach's gut.
Oh, so serious, eh? Curly tops. So after 5 minutes, it started to simmer. Now I'm gonna add my chicken and vegetable. My chicken. Okay. Ta-da! I'm just gonna put the lid on. What is this, like mother, like daughter? Guys, it's cooked. So I just separated the chili because I tasted it, guys. It was a little bit spicy. But I'm gonna pair it with my rice. Just a moment. Let's try it out. So on the bottom is rice. I'm gonna try if this is actually toddler friendly. This is good. So the kind of spice is not like the spicy that burns your tongue. It's actually very refreshing on your throat. So if you have like sore throat or anything like a cold, this will be the perfect soup for you. It's nice. But you cannot, if you're not a fan of spice, you cannot eat this on its own without rice. So you must eat it with a lot of rice or a lot of potatoes just to cut out the spice. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to let Langi eat the protein and vegetable and rice without the soup, because it will be too spicy then for her. But for someone for the Germans who are a little bit sensitive to chilies, this will be okay for you guys. I'm just done with my lunch. As much as I wanted to film my husband and my daughter's reaction on the food, they are on their nap. Yes, Chris is, I don't know, it's their thing. Both of them, they like to go on a nap together. And I've noticed that every time I put Lagi to bed when I'm alone here, if Chris is working, she's not used to sleeping alone anymore. She does sleep. She sleeps on her own for around an hour, and then she wakes up and then she's looking for me. Is it a good thing to always sleep with your daughter on during the nap time? I think, well, I cannot say that it's entirely bad, but it has its benefits, and it's like it's noctile, or it's, what is this, negative side or consequences, I guess. On the positive note is that, you know, you build a connection with your, you know, with your child. You know, you sleep together. She or he will feel safe when you sleep together, you know, during nap times. But the bad side is she will get used to it, and she will not like sleep on her own. So that's what is happening with our daughter. She cannot then sleep so long on her own. Every time Chris is sleeping together with her, then she sleeps around 2 to 3 hours straight during her nap. But without Chris, then yeah, then it's cut into half. I don't like sleeping on noon time, guys. That is not my thing. But Chris likes to sleep in general. So they share their moments every time he is like, he has a day off or he is on night shift. Then they do their noontime sleep together. So yeah, so I was really hoping that I could film the reaction, but it's, I mean, 2 hours to wait and then upload and editing. That's gonna take then 3 hours, and I just want this video to be out while they're sleeping, because then when they're awake I don't have time to edit anymore. Yeah, so their reaction, and if I'm not gonna forget, or if I'm going to upload then the vlog within this week or the next week and not in 2 months, then I can ask them if they like it or not, or I can update you guys or what they think about this cooking kit. So we'll see how it goes with my uploads. I'm now constant with my uploads because I have a day off, and I feel like, you know, I'm in the mood to talk to you guys and, you know, to be on the vlogging mode again. I've missed it. Yeah, so I saw a comment before I end this vlog. I saw a comment from, what to call this one, from May. Hello May, shout out to you. She was asking, this was the comment is in Tagalog. Bakit kasi ayaw nyo ipakita anak nyo yung ibang baby pinapakita na? So she was asking why we are not showing Langi on social med, and some other influencer, they show their kids, you know, when they're still an infant or a newborn. So the reason why we don't show Langi her face, it's because of protection, I guess. In Germany, well, the thing is, when I was still, I wanted it to be just a cooking video, but I'm going to explain it to you in our side as a Filipino. In the Philippines, guys, we don't put any malice on children. Of course, there are people who are perverts, who are, you know, ill-minded, but in the Philippines we're very open-minded, I guess, and we find children's cute. We like to post photos of our kids because it's like our sign of you know, being proud of them, and we don't have this mind of like, oh, is it gonna hurt my child in the future? We don't have that. We are just, let's say, our innocence is intact. And if you are only staying in the Philippines and you've never been outside another country, so you don't know like what the people think of like, you know, showing your face entirely. And the difference is that yeah, that's what I said, you know, in the Philippines we are, you know, without malice when it comes to children. And second of all, in the Philippines we like to take photos. Yeah, I've already mentioned that. And third, yeah, it's just a thing. We are not really as private as the Germans, you know. If we have, which also shocked Chris when we were in the Philippines, or when when he's watching then Filipino news and stuff. He is in a Facebook group where he's updated to what is happening in the Philippines. So he's always shocked why every time there's like someone that is, you know, caught with a crime, and they're in our news, we put all of their information, like where they live, their faces, and here in Germany you're actually not allowed to do that. It's in the law that you should like keep the person's identity private, but in the Philippines we don't do that. We just let it all out, and it doesn't really what do you call it? It doesn't bother the other Filipinos when they see that all their information is outside. But here in Germany, they are very particular of your privacy, and in terms of children, since they are so sensitive when it comes to their privacy, since the child is not yet on the state where they can decide for themselves, then we don't decide for them, you know, because maybe in the future when they grow up they actually hate being online, and what is gonna happen then? So it could be that the child or your children will like sue you and stuff. That could be that could be possible, but yeah, who does that? I think in Germany everything is then held possible when it comes to law. Second of all is that the Germans, they are used to not showing their kids in public. So there is like the type of people who puts malice on children. So there's like children pornography and stuff. So the thing is, when you put your child's picture online, then this photo or this video clip is not entirely your own, but it belongs to the internet, because it's like a permission. Once you upload something, you're allowing the internet to hold hold responsible of everything. So if I upload this video, this is not entirely mine, but this is now for everyone because it's public. So yeah, everyone can see it, and there's like ill-minded people who, you know, especially if you're a big influencer and like who takes malice on your child, so you're putting your children's in danger, especially where he or she is at. Maybe it's in a playground, and you know, children kidnapping and stuff. So that's a big thing also in Germany. The third one is they don't want their children to get bullied without their knowledge, because when you are in the internet, you know, there are people, even if how beautiful you are, or how intelligent you are, there are always people who's gonna say bad things about you, because maybe they're jealous, or maybe they're like, you know, they just don't like your spirit, or they just don't like your energy, which is totally normal. You know, there are also people that when I see online, it's just that it's einfach nervig, you know, or it's like it's annoying, and then you see, and then you also then say like, oh, why is his nose a little bit crooked? Why does he doesn't look like her mom or her dad? So for us to be able to protect our child, then it's better to just not put him or her out there, you know, out in the social world. So yeah, there's a lot of things that the Germans actually think about. They're very they just don't think in the moment, but they're thinking in the future. And every country is different, guys. In our culture, in our country, in the Philippines, the people's thinking is entirely different. So if I put my child out there in a social media and Filipinos are looking at it, they don't put malice on it, or maybe there's like maybe 1% out of 100%. So yeah, you cannot really compare it, or you cannot say that what we're doing is bad and what the Filipinos doing are right. So it's just to clear it out. Before, when I was still new in this country, I didn't also get it. Like, why would you hide your child's face? You know, why would you not show it to everyone? Like, is your child ugly, or is there something wrong with your child? People think like that, you know, especially the Filipinos, because they don't know like the German culture. And yeah, and then now that I'm staying here for a long time, not really a long time, but for some years, then I also get the point of the German culture with protecting their children's privacy, which is, you know, a good thing. But of course, to each are their own, you know. There's no good and bad. If you're parents, if you like to put your children on the internet because you're proud of them, then it's your decision, and it's not a bad thing, it's also not a good thing. And for us, we just like to keep her then private, so there's no negative energy on her side, you know, everything is cool. She's also not pressured to always look good on the camera, or she's not pressured to always act out in the camera. And we also don't like to make money out of our child, because guys, if I put my child online and if this video is gonna generate income, so that means that I'm making money out of her. So we don't like that. I also don't like the thought about that. So I'd rather just put myself out there and enjoy what I'm doing, and then I'll wait until she's in the right age to decide for her own. When she said, "Mom, I really want to be in your vlog," you know, I like putting myself out there. I like to show something that, you know, something interesting about myself or what I'm doing or my hobbies and stuff. Then yeah, we'll see. But for now, guys, I hope you would understand that we just like it to like to keep it that way. Chris actually he doesn't, if he were to decide alone, he would not entirely show lang even her, just like her body or half of them out. But sometimes I just like to, you know what, let's just people know that we have a child. So I like to show her reaction. I know that not all of you are watching or subscribed to my channel, and it's entirely okay, you don't have to do that. But if you like me uploading videos, just put a thumbs up so I'll know, you know, I have a feedback if you like it or not. The thing is, if you put up thumbs up, I cannot see it, so it's also, you just comment below. So that's it for now, guys. I love y'all, and I see you on my next one. Bye bye. I love y'all.